The 2025 Ascot Gold Cup is shaping up to be one of the most wide-open editions in recent memory, especially following the retirement of staying titan Kyprios. In this power vacuum, Sweet William has surged into focus as a major player. A 6-year-old Irish-bred gelding by the legendary See the Stars, he arrives at Ascot off a sharp third-place finish in the Yorkshire Cup, primed for a peak effort. In this deep dive, we break down his elite pedigree, group-level consistency, race day tactics, and the Gosden factor, all pointing to a serious threat for Gold Cup glory. At number 1, we begin with Sweet William's racing record and highlights. Sweet William arrives at Royal Ascot 2025 with a formidable racing resume that sets him apart as a serious Ascot Gold Cup contender. Boasting 5 wins and 9 placings from 16 career flat starts, he maintains an impressive overall win rate of 31.3%, with a sharp 35.7% win rate on turf surfaces. His crowning moment came in the Group 2 Doncaster Cup Stakes in September 2024, where he defeated the decorated stayer Trushan by a decisive length over 2 mile 2 furlong, an emphatic signal of his top-tier staying credentials. That standout victory wasn't a one-off. He has repeatedly proven himself at group level. Notable efforts include runner-up finishes in the Group 1 Goodwood Cup and the Group 2 Long Distance Cup, both times behind champion stayer Kyprios. Additionally, Sweet William placed third in the 2024 Ascot Gold Cup, finishing just 6 lengths behind Kyprios in a race that demanded supreme endurance. This consistent form against elite competition signals that he's not merely competitive, he's right on the cusp of greatness. His third-place effort in the 2025 Yorkshire Cup in May, less than a length behind the winner, was a smart prep that sharpened him for his ultimate assignment. Trainer John Gosden has mapped out a patient and tactical campaign for Sweet William, ensuring he peaks on Gold Cup day. With Kyprios now retired, the path to Group 1 glory is wide open. Backed by strong form, elite company, and targeted conditioning, Sweet William is poised for his breakout moment. At number 2, let's dive into his pedigree and stamina. Sweet William's genetic foundation reads like a tailor-made blueprint for staying success at Royal Ascot. He is a son of See the Stars, one of the most influential sires in the modern era, famed for producing world-class middle-distance and staying performers. See the Stars not only won the Epsom Derby and the Arc, but has also sired 3-time Ascot Gold Cup hero Stradivarius, affirming his legacy as a stamina powerhouse. On the dam side, Sweet William is out of Bale Force, a mare by Scirocco, a Breeders' Cup Turf and German Derby winner renowned for transmitting soundness, durability, and staying prowess to his offspring. The combination of See the Stars class and Scirocco's steel provides a pedigree soaked in stamina-rich bloodlines. Scirocco descends from Monsoon, a stallion synonymous with long-distance excellence in Europe, adding even more depth to Sweet William's staying potential. This potent cross between See the Stars and a Scirocco mare bypasses the industry's speed-favoring trends in favor of classic stamina, making it ideal for races like the 2 mile 4 furlong Ascot Gold Cup. Genetics can't be trained. Sweet William is inherently wired to endure and excel over marathon trips. His pedigree places him among elite company and reinforces that his performances aren't accidental. They're bred into his very being. When others fade in the closing stages, Sweet William's bloodline gives him the staying power to thrive. This genetic edge could prove decisive in one of racing's toughest stamina tests. At number 3, we break down Sweet William's running style and strategy. Sweet William's racing style is a major asset heading into the Ascot Gold Cup, as he combines tactical adaptability with an explosive finishing burst. Unlike one-dimensional stayers, he has proven capable of thriving under a variety of pace scenarios, excelling whether the early fractions are slow, even, or quick. This was clearly demonstrated in his Doncaster Cup win, where he unleashed a searing turn of foot to reel in Trushan late, a signature of elite staying talent. His versatility also shone in the Goodwood Cup and Gold Cup, where he settled well off different tempos and still delivered strong closing efforts. Crucially, Sweet William's best weapon is his ability to quicken in the final 2 furlongs, an essential quality for the Ascot Gold Cup, where races are often won in the stretch. Trainer John Gosden has noted that the colt can be overly fresh after a layoff, prone to bucking or racing keenly early, meaning jockey Robert Havlin will play a critical role in keeping him relaxed during the initial stages. Managing his energy will be key to unleashing his trademark late surge. When given cover and a strong pace to close into, Sweet William becomes a formidable closer who can mow down tiring rivals. His capacity to deliver in the final stages is not just a byproduct of stamina, but of race sense and professional maturity. At number 4, we have Sweet William's speed figures and impeccable consistency. When evaluating Group 1 contenders, consistency and speed ratings are critical, and Sweet William delivers on both fronts. With a peak racing post rating of 118 and Timeform speed rating of 115, he firmly ranks within the elite tier of stayers in Europe. These figures aren't just impressive, they were posted against top-level opposition, including the mighty Kyprios and Trushan, demonstrating his capability to match strides with the best. In 16 flat starts, he's landed 5 wins and 9 placings, producing a remarkable win-place ratio exceeding 87%, underlining both durability and top-level consistency. Even more telling, in 9 Class 1 races, he boasts 2 wins and 5 placings, consistently performing at group standard. Horses that repeatedly deliver near-peak efforts in high-pressure conditions reveal invaluable qualities: soundness, mental toughness, and adaptability. In a demanding race like the Ascot Gold Cup, reliability counts for more than raw brilliance. Sweet William's data-driven profile suggests a horse who not only turns up, but shows up with form you can count on. Analysts and punters alike appreciate his repeatable high-level form, which indicates not only talent, but training precision. In a field often filled with variables and question marks, his consistency acts like insurance. He doesn't bounce between extremes. He builds on each run with calculated progress. The numbers say he's not just close to Group 1 quality, he's knocking loudly on the door, ready to break through with the right race dynamics at Ascot. At number 5, we unlock the jockey and trainer advantage. Sweet William's 2025 Gold Cup credentials are elevated exponentially by his elite connections, John and Thady Gosden, and seasoned jockey Robert Havlin. The Gosdens are Gold Cup royalty, having trained 4 winners in recent years, including the legendary Stradivarius and 2023's Courage Mon Ami. Their deep expertise in preparing stayers for the grueling 2-mile, 4-furlong trip at Ascot provides an edge that few can replicate. They don't just train racehorses, they craft staying champions with precision, patience, and purpose. Robert Havlin, Sweet William's regular pilot, plays a pivotal role in executing their strategy. Known for his ability to relax headstrong horses, Havlin's steady hands are tailor-made for a horse like Sweet William, who can occasionally run fresh or keen in the early going. This specific skill becomes vital when conserving energy is the key to unlocking stamina over the Gold Cup's extreme trip. The familiarity between horse and rider also gives Sweet William a psychological edge. Trust, rhythm, and composure can be just as critical as physical readiness. This isn't a new pairing. It's a tested alliance, refined through trials against group-caliber fields. In a race that punishes tactical misjudgments and rewards patience, Sweet William enters with arguably the most battle-tested team behind him. At number 6, we break down Sweet William's strengths and weaknesses. Sweet William brings a blend of staying power, elite connections, and consistent class, a rare trifecta in modern-day Group 1 marathoners. His pedigree screams stamina, and his racing record supports it, repeatedly placing against the very best, including former champion Kyprios. While he hasn't yet broken through at Group 1 level, his near misses against Gold Cup caliber opponents speak volumes. With Kyprios now retired, a clear void has opened in the staying division, and Sweet William is primed to fill it. He's not just clinging to form, he's progressive and improving, with each start sharpening his late race weapon, that grinding, relentless finish. This sets him up perfectly for the demands of the Ascot Gold Cup, where patience, power, and tactical maturity matter most. His proven ability to run on strongly in the final quarter mile, even after being keen early, shows mental and physical resilience. That said, his biggest challenge remains breaking his Group 1 maiden tag. Can he find that final surge when it truly counts? Possibly, but he'll need a clean trip and a well-judged ride, particularly given his tendency to pull. A slightly softer surface could also enhance his chances, helping him settle and stay more efficiently. The good news? He's under the care of the most successful Gold Cup yard in recent years, and piloted by a jockey who knows exactly how to ride his race. Add in a field full of question marks, and Sweet William suddenly looks like the answer. He's not the flashiest, he's the dependable danger, the horse who keeps turning up and knocking louder on the door. If he puts it all together at Ascot, he has the profile of a future staying champion. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth racing insights.